So we are here with the match preview for this weekend's London derby at the Den between Charlton Athletic and Millwall. Should be a good game in store at SE16 this weekend. Millwall currently 4 points behind Charlton. Shows what a great league the Championship is, that Millwall could only be 1 point behind Charlton, who currently lie in the top 10 so deep into the season as we head now into the third international break. But obviously it's more than just 3 points that are at stake this week. It's local bragging rights as well. Interesting to see that Charlton haven't won an away game since the end of August when they beat Reading 2-0. Obviously the Lions lost there last week, but despite that there was a few positives to take from that performance. Obviously beat Stoke in Gary Rowett's first game in charge, and I think aside from the Brentford game, between the last two international breaks, it's been fairly positive results for the Lions. It'd be nice for them to sign off with a win this weekend. But who are Charlton's dangerous players going to be this weekend? I've picked out one defender, one midfielder and one attacker that the Lions, for the key men for the Addicts. The defender I picked is Chris Solly. He's played for Charlton all his life. He'll be up right back. So it'll be interesting to see who he is up against at left midfield, whether it will be Shane Ferguson, although he was substitute at half-time. Might be Conor Mahoney, might be Aidan O'Brien or Gary Rowett, might even decide to change the system up altogether and play without wingers. But I think Solly could have an important role to play. Some Mill fans may also remember him as well from 2015 when he was sent off for punching O'Brien's strike off the line in a game that Mill did eventually go on to win 2-1, despite going 1-0 behind. Josh Hooveld tapping in an 87th minute winner. In the season, the Lions unfortunately got relegated, but that was on to better times after that, after Neil Harris. But so yeah, Solly will be remembered for that. Midfielders, I picked out Conor Gallagher as probably Charlton's key man on the day, without the absence of Lyle Taylor, but a bit more on him shortly. Gallagher is on loan from Chelsea and he's really hit the ground running, you could say, since he's joined Charlton on loan. He's been their key man recently, stepping up. Couple of goals, couple of assists, couple of big performances in there for Charlton, and they will be hoping that he can have a big game this weekend. This is really his chance to show himself off in a big match. This Charlton's first derby, you could say, since they've came back up. And up front, because of the absence of Taylor, which I think is a good thing, obviously, he's Charlton's top goal scorer. He wanted to leave in the summer, he hasn't, and fair play to him. He's hasn't gone on strike, he hasn't thrown his toys out the pram, he's prepared to play for Charlton, which is something I like to see in a player, especially when they want to leave. But he's keeping on playing. He's out injured this weekend though. Lebo confirmed that in his press conference earlier this week. So I think it will be Macaulay Bonne up front. Signed in the summer from Leyton Orient. Not too much was expected of this man. He was expected to play second fiddle, but he's really stepped up in the absence of Lyle Taylor for the Addicts. I think he's scored 5 goals already this season, which isn't a bad return for a player who only cost around £200,000 reportedly. So that he will definitely be a key man to watch. His movement, I watched a lot of him when he was in the National League for Leyton Orient. His movement is good. He's got decent pace. He will win headers as well, so I feel like he's the type of player that could cause the Lions a lot of problems this weekend. Obviously, we know the Lions' key men are going to be Tom Bradshaw with a Player of the Month nomination under his belt now, so hopefully he can win that. Jed Wallace obviously been in good form recently, and Sean Hutchinson was my man of the match against Reading. They're probably going to be the 3 main players for the Lions in each department. So we are hopefully in store for a good game. Hopefully Gary Rowett knows what this game means to the fans. It's been 23 years, I think, now since Charlton have beaten Millwall. I think that will continue this weekend. My prediction at the minute will be a Millwall 2, Charlton 1. I think Bonne will put the Addicts 1-0 up in the first half. I think we'll see an early second half equaliser from Bradshaw. And I don't know why, I have a funny feeling that John Daddy Bodvarsson is going to come off the bench and score the winner for the Lions late on. But that's my prediction for the game. It might change come Saturday, but at the minute I'm feeling confident that we can add to this run and a bit of positivity going into the international break. But my prediction is going to be Millwall 2, Charlton 1 for this weekend's South London derby at the Den. Come on you Lions.